Somehow. Come on. Huh, hello.
I'm sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Huh? Lots of new friends today.
What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Introductory, and welcome to my exclusive footage for Star Wars Outlaws. This is technically the first mission that we were actually able to get into, so we're going to show this mission off here, which is a little bit of combat, kind of a little bit of showing you the world of the planet that we're currently on, and just kind of moving around and getting to our next location. So this is very simplistic gameplay, not too much shown off here, but just kind of what you're going to get into when you get to your first kind of planet after your ship crashes. So thanks again to Ubisoft for allowing me to show you guys some of this gameplay. This is actually me recording this and the first time that I'm playing it, so hope you guys enjoy, and I have a lot of videos on Star Wars Outlaws that you can check out, so make sure you do so, and I'll have the playlist linked in the description as well as in the chat. It's go time.
There we go.
Good work handling those bandits.
Who are you and what do you want?
Okay, you're mad about the pipe. I didn't think anyone survived the crash, but you did. So now, I'll help you.
I don't need help. I'm getting out of here.
How? You're an off-worlder, and this ship of yours isn't gonna fly anytime soon. But lucky for you, I'm a mechanic.
How many credits are we talking?
I mean, a few, mostly for parts. But good news, Tashar is a great place for someone with your skills. There's a Pike underboss named Gorak. Talk to him.
And he'll give me work. Got it.
That speeder in your ship will get you to Miragana City easy.
If my ship's gutted when I come back, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Waka. My name's Waka.
I'll hunt you down, Waka.
All right, let's take a look.
So there's pretty much a whole section of gameplay that took place before this, from what we're told. So this is the first moment that we were able to kind of take control, and showing us the first planet that we have located on. Now, this is where we're also going to get a chance to check out the speeder bike, and the speeder bike is what you're going to use in order to be able to really get around every area that you are. Planet side, of course, there is also space missions and things like that, but when you're on a planet, you're going to use this speeder bike here, and it's going to tell you pretty much make it possible for you to go around and explore the entirety of the map. The good thing about the speeder bike is it is upgradable, and there is some missions that I'll probably end up showing off that allow you to be able to utilize that upgrade here. And this is essentially what you're going to be seeing when you're going around doing all your exploration, all of the different world events that you can take a part of. I will say that the map is quite huge for at least this area. Like, it definitely does take a little bit of time to get all the way through the map. Of course, it's not like it's a fully explorable world, so don't go into this thinking that you can land anywhere you want on the planet. There are specific areas on the planet that you will be able to land and go to, and then those specific areas will have kind of explorable content that you can get into, side missions, collectibles, other main missions and things like that, and this was just kind of like that first area that we were able to get to. At this point, we don't have anything that we can do to actually kind of combat these guys right now. Obviously, we're using the mark and execute, which is a pretty cool feature to have. Obviously brought back from the original Splinter Cell Conviction days, so it's interesting to see this return for a game like this, but hopefully there'll be like kind of a reason or an explanation as to why you get this type of ability. But I think it's pretty cool for when you're in chases and stuff like that. That way you can actually kind of get around some enemies and whatnot. I couldn't figure out how to actually fire on enemies the normal way. It's might be possible that you can, but at least because we were going through this and I wanted to get through as much as I could, I didn't actually find out how we can utilize a weapon on this outside of the mark and execute, but maybe it's an upgrade or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to give you guys any false information. All these little areas you can go around to, of course, and explore and get other collectibles. There's lots of collectibles in this game, and I do plan on doing a pretty much a platinum walkthrough for this game on the channel. So when it does release at the end of August, we will be doing a full 100% guide for this game. And I just wanted to say, for those of you that don't care about too much about watching the entire video, I am super ecstatic for this game. I loved it. What I played was 4 hours, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And please play the game yourself before, you know, making any rash decisions, or take a look at my gameplay or take a look at others' gameplay, and don't always, you know, kind of believe what you see, but especially watch the gameplay that's not as edited. That way you can really fully know exactly what you're kind of getting into. But I really enjoyed all the stealth elements, the space combat, and I mean, I just had a really good time, and I was very pleasantly surprised when we came into this game and found out that yeah, I think it's going to actually be a good RPG Star Wars style game, and I really do hope that people see that and then they end up appreciating it, because for what I played, I really enjoyed it.
Qualified success. Admiral Sunil has issued additional sanctions against Karoon after a new investigation into
Let me see some identification.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're Torin Valerio Nupp?
That's me.
All right, move along.
Let's kill for some peace and quiet. Let's see some identification.
Yes. Here are my scan docs. Is everything okay?
We'll find out.
You know the rules. No credits, no sabak. And you already owe the Pikes a fortune. Nabada. Rubuma Vakaran Sabu. Chonder Wigo Snifta. No Managa Bedwana Tonga Obsa.
Danopa Hilda. Yapaj Tuta Waitopia.
I still have scars from falling down into a crater.
Look at me like that again, and I'll smash your face in!
Try it. If the troopers don't get you, the Pike Sentinels will. Which do you think would be more forgiving?
You're not worth
Hey, you looking for a way in with the Pikes? Hey, you want to meet Gorak, Pike underboss? I got a VIP invite to his private suite. Only way to get up there. You interested? I'll give you a deal.
Nah, I'm good.
Suit yourself. I'll be here when you change your mind.
Hey, I need to talk to Gorak.
You don't look like a Pike. And you're not getting up there without an invitation.
Nix, you into this one?
One of the coolest things I like is using this little mini game. It's sound based, so what you have to do is you have to listen to it first. It'll do a pattern, like a click and a click click, all kind of like in a rhythmical way. What you need to do then is actually use that pattern and do the same exact pattern. So I really kind of enjoy it. I think it was a really fun way to use kind of a hacking mini game here. There's a few different types that you can do. This one you're going to be using quite a bit, but it's actually pretty fun, and it allows you to be able to get into access areas that you wouldn't normally be able to do. It also is something you would do when you're on computers or other things like that. There's other types of hacking mini games as well, and so far I actually really enjoy them using a rhythmical based system when it comes to hacking into these areas, because it does remind me of that feeling of what you're doing, which is the older Star Wars, because this game is set in between, of course, Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, so I really do enjoy that old style of Star Wars.
That looks like an underboss.
This is Governor Thornton's city, not yours.
Drag him out! And tell the governor the payments will not increase. I don't know you.
What? You never make new friends?
I have enough friends.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay me to hang out with you.
She's funny.
Waka sent me. He said, you might have some work?
What a disappointment.
Hey, wait! What's your problem?
Smart enough to get into my suite, careless enough to use Walker's name. You're new to this world. Come back when you're not.
What a waste of time. Good boy.
Stealing from a Pike underboss. First day? Easy. Name's Donka. I'm a broker for every job on this moon.
Not many syndicates where I'm from.
Hey, this is legitimate business. Mirogana is special, kid. Empire keeps this cantina neutral. But beyond these walls, it's war. You want to survive? Know the players. Look there. The Pikes have the most say, thanks to Gorak. Cutthroat, political. They pay up to play favorites with the Empire. Then, Crimson Dawn. Hungry for Gorak's kingdom. Crafty, sneaky. Unlike the Hutts. With them, what you see is what you get. Out here, you live and die by your reputation. That said, a friend needs a little something stolen from Gorak's private base. Some information he'd hate to get out.
And who's hiring me to steal from the top syndicate in town?
Sorry, kid. In or out, that's all you get.
Tell your client K-Vess is in.
Cute. Desperate, but cute.
So at this time, I'm not allowed to show you any of the menus or anything like that, at least from what the guidelines that I saw. So if you see other people show that, technically we're not supposed to, and I want to apologize, but I always stick to the guidelines that we're supposed to. Everything is always such a work in progress, so I just wanted to get that out of the way in case other people are showing that off, and I'm not, just because I actually follow the rules, because I'm so blessed to be able to have the opportunity to play this game early. But there's all these different factions that you can get into, and each faction has its own rules and setup for what you can do to be better with them. And sometimes, usually what happens is if you get good with one faction, it's going to automatically get you bad with another, because usually that faction is going to want you to do something inside the other faction's area or base or wherever they operate, and then obviously you're going to get worse with the other faction. So it's kind of like a balancing game that you're going to have to figure out as to where to kind of choose your alliances, and those will have effects on the story, of course, depending on who you end up siding with, and those are decisions that you can make in the game, which I think is a pretty cool aspect of all that kind of stuff. As you can see, we're not good with the Pike Syndicate yet, so anytime we see any of these guys around, they're kind of like suspicious of us. Doesn't mean you can't go into those areas, it just means that people are suspicious, and you have to kind of be careful of where you're going. You know, there's off the beat paths, especially in these little areas right here, where this is the kind of like the main hub area, which is kind of inside this big complex, and you know, there's all kinds of things to get to, places to go. You'll have, you know, markers on your map, question marks, that you'll be able to kind of figure out, and you unlock them as you go along. Lots of upgrades, well, the way that the game does its skills and its upgrades and stuff, because I can't show you off the abilities menu or anything like that, is essentially is a lot of things are tied to equipment and weapons and things that you get. So when you get that specific weapon, then you get these specific little upgrades that tie to that. You don't actually level up your character in a way that you would normally do in an RPG. So a lot of people can say it's going to be a lot different than what people are probably used to when it comes to upgrading your characters and things like that. I'm going to have other videos that involve stealth gameplay, combat, also exploration, as well as space combat and all that great stuff. And so make sure you check out all the other videos I have. This was just kind of like the intro mission that we had available to us, so I wanted you guys to get your feet wet and see what type of gameplay you're getting into. Remember, this is a work in progress, so you might see some bugs, you might see some other stuff like that, but that's just par for course. Hopefully they'll get all that stuff ironed out before the game actually releases at the end of August. So thank you all for checking out our first video. Make sure you check out the entire playlist to check out all kinds of gameplay on Star Wars Outlaws. Love you all. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and let me know what you thought of the gameplay. I will always show you guys exactly what happens in my game. You guys be the judge. If you think something seems weird, that's on you. Just, you know, I'm always going to be honest with you when it comes to how I feel about my time playing these video games. And honestly, I can 100% say I was very, very pleasantly surprised, especially with all of the different stealth that you can do in the game. There's some good stealth elements in this game that really kind of make me feel like they really cater to us stealth players, because you can get through most of these sections here completely stealthy, which is something I did not think you would be able to do. So obviously you can go loud and proud, which might end up getting you bad in a specific section. You know, you might lose some reputation, or you can go quiet and be stealthy, and then maybe you won't lose that reputation because no one knew you were there. So it's really, really fun and really cool. There's the thing, just like in Skyrim series, you know, if no one is looking at you, you can steal whatever you want inside an area, but if someone's looking in the direction when you try to steal it, then obviously you'll get more bad reputation, and you have to worry about that. It's a really kind of cool metagame that I usually don't get into that much in video games, but in this one, I actually kind of preferred, because it's one of my favorite series of all time. It's Star Wars, you know, and I really feel that Ubisoft has taken a lot of time in creating this world, and you're probably going to see a lot of hate on this game because of everything that's going on with Ubisoft. But listen, guys, I am just sticking specifically on the topic at hand, and that is these video games that we love, okay? So I just wanted to let you guys know that and show you that all my gameplay is going to be focused on the game itself and not on the outside bullcrap, because here on Center Strain 01, we focus on gaming, and we just love to play video games and be immersed in these worlds. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Make sure you check out the playlist for all the other videos, and of course, I will see you next time. Peace out.